Rada and Belain. Yes, of course. An orrery. Rada and Belain, we found them. Let's listen in.
The orrery of Arksand. The key to our salvation. It has stood here unmoving for nearly 3,000 years.
You're sure the keystone will power it, Belain? It must be ready when the time comes.
The keystone is only part of the puzzle. As you agreed, we must also awaken the Dark Heart.
I gave you my word, Belain. The Grey Host will make your prophecy come true.
Reach Witch signs and portents can be tiresome, but they are necessary for this. The Dark Heart must beat again.
And it will, Belain. Soon. With the keystone, we can come and go as we please. Now, let us leave this place. We still have much to do before we restart the orrery.
Reach witch prophecies. What fates are you tempting now, Rada? As we speculated, the keystone does more than open doors. Rada and Lady Belain plan to use it to restart the orrery. The question remains, why? And what role does this Dark Heart play in their schemes? I'm not sure. We know the Grey Host has Reach witches among its ranks. Perhaps a local coven has some role in all this. We need to speak with Arana. To learn about Reach witch prophecies, you might as well go to an expert. Without the keystone or more of those void portals, we can't get down into the orrery chamber. I'll stay here and try to pick up their trail. I need you to go...
at it! Put that silver we acquired to good use, you lazy goat herders!
I wondered if you were going to return, Harrier. The worms and ghosts wouldn't stop whispering to me, talking about dark doings and stirring evil. But they were deadly silent about you. Did you catch up to Lady Belaine? The Dark Heart, you say? There's a tale as old as the Ridge with an evil heart at its center. Like most Ridge stories, it ends bloody. Belaine might have slipped your net, but we know what she's on about. Thanks to you, this hunt isn't over yet. The story of the Dark Heart. The Ghost Song clan knows it well. My clan. Once. I need to speak with my sister, Nathari. She studied the old secrets. Knows about prophecies both ill and fair. If anyone can glean the mind of Lady Belaine, it's her. Traditions passed down from our foremothers. Like the story of the prophecy of the Dark Heart. It deals with souls, shadows, endings. I know the core of it, but Nathari understands the nuances. Unfortunately, we haven't spoken in a long time. An outsider? Not likely. We need someone to intercede on our behalf. We need Brayden. He's a friend. Brayden can speak to the mood of the Ghost Song clan. Tell him what you told me. I'm sure he'll help us get a meeting with my sister. He's a werewolf, mind you, but I've never had a truer friend. Look for him at Roldan Ring. I'll meet you there. Roldan Ring is an ancient site southeast of here. It's neutral ground, a place where all clans of the Ridge can gather to trade and share stories. Brayden visits the place a lot. He loves to chatter with other clans. Years ago, we argued about what the Spirit Queen's teachings meant for our clan. Nathari believes that we're meant to return to the old ways, the dark ways, to seek Namira's favor. I believe those days are better left behind us. More like the clan left me. My sister turned them against me. As the days grew darker, the Ghost Song witches found it easier to see things her way than mine. Regardless, the Spirit Queen often speaks to the witches of my clan. My former clan. Oh, we honor all the spirits of the Reach, but the Spirit Queen herself chose our foremothers to be the keepers of dark and powerful secrets. You know her as Namira, and yes, she is a spirit of death. Your soft priests and their stone houses see her as a fearsome specter, fools that they are. Rich folk know the Spirit Queen as a guide. She watches over us when we take that final journey. And your friend is a vampire. Werewolves are Hircine's chosen. Many of the Reach's greatest champions are skin changers. Brayden and the other werewolves are nothing like those Grey Host Ravagers. They're the clan's loyal protectors. I know Hircine's gift when I see it. There are two kinds of werewolves. Those who master their gift, and those who are slaves to it. I can tell which you are. In the Reach, we judge you on what you do, not what you are. Mostly. What news of the Ghost Song clan?
Your sister led the clan to Lost Valley. I was about to join them. Who's the outsider?
An ally against the Grey Host. I'll let them tell you themselves.
An outsider walking alongside the great and powerful Arana. That's not a sight I thought I'd see today. And she says you're an ally. Tell me, outsider, why do you care? An outsider come to fight outsiders. I wish you hadn't brought your war here in the first place. Speaking with Nathari is going to be difficult, even if she would agree to such a meeting. She's taken the clan to Lost Valley Redoubt. That's just what the Reach folk call it. It isn't actually lost. We know exactly where it is. It's a sacred place from a darker time. Nathari said the time had come to return to Lost Valley, promised the clan a great revelation. I'm not sure, but I'm no witch. Some of our rituals aren't meant to be shared with outsiders, I'll tell you that much. Still, if Arana says it's important for you to speak to her sister, I believe her. I'll vouch for you, outsider. Yes, we grew up together in the Ghost Song clan. I was furious when the clan banished her. I almost followed, but I couldn't. The clan needs my protection, especially now against the Grey Host. As I said, the place is sacred to us. The Nords built a great barrow there, but long before that, Lost Valley was a place dedicated to dark worship. Not all Reach folk practices involve blood and sacrifice, but many of our oldest traditions do. Lost Valley was a center for such activity once upon a time. Oh, don't worry. You're helping Arana. I won't offer your heart to Namira. Not today. I'm off to Lost Valley. If you want to find your sister, that's where she'll be.
Why Lost Valley? Grey Host scout has been called to pieces. Brayden's work, I presume. But why are these monsters here in the first place? Brayden must have gotten here ahead of us. I'd recognize his handiwork anywhere. It seems that the redoubt is overrun with Grey Host troops. We'll need to get past them to reach the old ritual site. The Nords built their barrow over the caves that were once used by my ancestors. The Spirit Queen led the first Ghost Song matron to a spot deep beneath the redoubt. I think that's where Nathari has taken the clan. They haven't. My mother had the entrance to the barrow concealed when I was a young girl. No one has used it since before I was born. I always knew those old stories interested my sister. But I never expected her to lead the... A werewolf killed this vampire. And it wasn't one of those Grey Host mongrels. Raiden would have easily beaten us here. And I know his preferred method for delivering a quick kill. I imagine we might see more of his handiwork inside the redoubt. Nathari is younger than me, but way too sure of herself. When I was the clan's matron, I tried to mentor her, but she follows her own heart. Witches can be a stubborn lot. Only wish she heard others as well as she thinks she hears the Spirit Queen. Doesn't matter what I think. It's what Nathari believes she hears. What she sees in every sign important. From what Braden said, she thinks it's time to return to the old ways. Blood sacrifice and dark magic. I wanted nothing to do with that. Nathari wanted to be matron, and the clan. They were ready to choose her over me. I wanted to forge new traditions, but she promised them Namira's blessing if they heeded the old ways. Fear and superstition are powerful motivators. It's like the Grey Host is guarding this place. Doesn't look like the Grey Host attacked my clan. At least not yet. We need to find them. That's the Grey Host command camp up ahead.
Lady Belaine said
Let's
that
see
no
what they're
one
doing here.
remains vigilant.
See what you can find.
The Grey Host has no room for weaklings.
Nathari is younger than me. Grey Host scratchings. What does it say? Well, do those scratchings on paper tell you anything about what the Grey Host is doing in Lost Valley Redoubt? I never should have let Nathari push me aside. She was always drawn to darkness, even as a girl. Lady Boleyn must have found her eager to believe the right lies. Does that letter say what Boleyn hopes to gain from my sister's foolishness? The Dark Heart again. According to the prophecy, death awakens the Dark Heart. By the spirits, what evil has Boleyn convinced my sister to perform? We need to find Nethari and stop her before something terrible takes place. A stranger visited the clan when I was young. She asked about the old lore. She wore a smile, but I saw darkness in her eyes. Years later, when I saw her beside the Ard's throne, I recognized her. Lady Boleyn. And she hadn't aged a day. Aye, but my mother spoke in generalities. Lady Boleyn spent a lot of time with my aunt, though. She was one who saw every word of the prophecy as literal truth. In fact, she taught Nethari her lore. No wonder Lady Boleyn sought out my sister. The full telling requires hours. We don't have time for that, so I'll be brief. An ancient darkness sleeps beneath the ridge. At the end of days it will awaken, covering the land in shadow and devouring all. Only Namira's faithful will be spared. Yes, but Ghost Song witches have argued about the nature of the heart for generations. Some believe the prophecy is symbolic. There's darkness in every mortal heart. That's my view. Others believe the prophecy is meant to be taken literally. That the Dark Heart exists. Death feeds it, and only sacrifice will awaken it to share its power with those that believe. Dark illusions like that. We're going the right way. The entrance is farther up. Keep going. We're almost to the summit. The Barrow entrance is just ahead. The door to the Barrow was sealed many. The entrance should be here somewhere. Look around. Ah, you found the rock. That's actually the door, but it will only open for a Ghost Song witch. Well, look at that. I've still got it. Now let's enter the Barrow and find my sister. My clan is so... Magic. Rising all around us. Nethari must have started the ritual. Dare Nethari allow Grey Host soldiers to prowl these halls? I can't believe my sister... I can't believe my sister... Ritual sacrifices. Nathari wants the clan to return to the old ways. These dead are ancient. Clearly not my sister's doing. In the past, Ghost Song witches made blood sacrifices to the Spirit Queen and the Lord of the Hunt in rooms such as this. My foremothers believed that death pleased our gods. Nathari still holds that view. My foremothers believed the Spirit Queen granted them power in exchange for the souls they sent to her realm. A death is the greatest gift a mortal can give, after all. This was where the clan performed ritual sacrifices to appease Namira. Aye, that seems to be where all this is laden. To awaken the Dark Heart, my coven must sacrifice that which they hold most dear. Their own kin. Many Ghost Song clan members are about to die. That's why Nathari brought them here. We must stop her. I can't believe she actually did it. Nathari sacrificed this Ghost Song hunter. Nathari, no! What have you done?
The hour is upon us, dear sister. You must feel it. The darkness.
You sacrificed our own people! Oh, poor Sagan!
I should have expected Arana to take up with outsiders. She always rejected the old ways. This is no place for one who doesn't hear the spirits of the Reach. You're not worthy to walk these sacred halls. And every one of them gave up their life willingly. They gladly died to awaken the Dark Heart from its slumber. Arana may deny it, but this is the day Namira has been preparing us for. We give our souls to the Dark in return for eternal life. You sound like Brayden. True believers see the honor in this sacrifice, but not everyone can overcome the fear that whispers in their ears. The flesh quails even when the spirit is strong. No matter. We help them complete their journey. Why does this matter to you, outsider? The Ghost Song hunters, the true hunters, gather below, ready to give their lives for the Spirit Queen. Brayden will too, when his time comes. I shall complete the ritual and awaken the Dark Heart. The clan chose me, Arana. The Spirit Queen demands death, and I shall give it to her.
Damn it. I should never have left. No. I can't allow this. We need to find Brayden and the others. This is horrible. Nathari has convinced herself that she's doing the will of the Spirit Queen. And she persuaded at least some of the clan to go along with this madness. We have to find a way to stop her. Aye. That seems to be the long and short of it. The Dark Heart will beat again, and its power will surge up from the deep places to consume everything. Its darkness will cover the world. The prophecy talks of death and destruction, but it also says that those who embrace it will be spared. There's power in the darkness, especially for those who believe and hold true to its word. Now let's go try to save my clan from this madness. The old matrons mentioned a ritual cave deep within the barrow. It must be this way. Song hunters loyal to Nethari. Surely some must have opposed her. More dead. I can't believe that Brayden and... This is madness! Nethari will bring ruin upon the entire clan! Or Senin. What do those scratch marks tell you? Not many of my clan learned the scratchings, but Senin could read and write the Imperial language. He spent years in Morokar's Imperial Guard. What did he write down? As we've seen, Nethari has convinced some of the clan to support this mad endeavor. This is Lady Belaine's doing. Spirits take that woman. She's laughing far from here and safe, while Nethari does exactly what she wants. I remember that from the stories. A cavern where the floor drops into darkness. That's where the first Ghost Song Witch made a bargain with the Spirit Queen. Legend says the pit divides the land of the living from the dead. Magic from below. We need to hurry.
The dark heart stirs. You can't stop the prophecy from being fulfilled.
The prophecy shall be fulfilled!
Every sacrifice strengthens the darkness. Below us, the darkness gathers in that infernal pit. I can feel it. The dark heart, it's waking up!
It responds. The dark heart awakens. Give your lives so the Dark Heart may beat again! Too late, sister. The prophecy is fulfilled.
Stop Nefari before she feeds my entire clan to the darkness.
The Dark Heart hungers.
The darkness makes Nefari stronger. But try to contain it. Returns to its slumber. Raiden, we're alive. Thank the spirits.
I knew Nathari's ideas were folly, but this, with her own hand, she gave her kin to the darkness. She would have killed all of us if you and Arana hadn't arrived. Nathari was a friend once, before she became obsessed with the old ways. If Lady Boleyn put her on that path, then I've got a score to settle with her. And I'll fight to protect what's left of us, few though we may be. Aye, we'll fight. There aren't many of us left, but most of us are werewolves. Lady Boleyn will regret the day she turned our own witches against the clan. That, I promise you. We'll make our way to Rebels' retreat. I'll look for you and Arana there. This isn't your fault, Arana. Nathari could only see her own visions, hear her own spirits.
This is what you bring us, Arana.
The news that Lady Boleyn was invoking the prophecy of the Dark Heart.
My hunters are the equal of 10 of yours. Do you care to see our claws and fangs?
Save it for the Grey Horse, Skin Changer. Let's see what they can do on the training field.
The news that Lady Boleyn was invoking the prophecy of the Dark Heart. I never expected it to lead to the decimation of my old clan at the hands of my sister. Still, I can't help feeling that this was a rehearsal for something even more terrible. The prophecy says it takes more than a handful of deaths to awaken the Dark Heart. Oh, Nathari got something to stir, but I think Lady Boleyn just used her to test the waters. The darkness responded, though. Thank the spirits you stopped the ritual.
There you are. Verandas has been studying that dark energy down in the library of Arkstand, trying to figure out what Rada al-Saran and Lady Boleyn have planned. He thinks it might actually be related to the darkness. The void. Isn't that a terrifying thought? Look, I'm no scholar. I barely believe in the stuff and I hardly understand it. But the void is the place outside the places. The darkness beyond Mundus and Oblivion. Anyway, Verandas felt a change in the currents. He sent me to get you. Well, that would explain it. You might have stopped it from fully awakening, but Verandas says something has changed. Even I could feel it. Come on, Verandas needs you to meet him at Night Hollow Keep. That's where he traced the dark energy to. Night Hollow Keep is down in Blackreach, east of the Library of Arksan. Verandas is there. He's waiting for you before he continues his search for the Dark Heart. It must have been impressive once, but it's falling into ruin now. Apparently, it was the seat of power for an ancient vampire clan, the Night Hollow. All that's left of them are a scattering of feral beasts. Plus, the place is full of void energy. Not much. I did a lot of digging into the Grey Host, but I never found a scrap about the Night Hollow. We're learning that some of the ancient vampire clans built kingdoms in Blackreach. My guess? The Night Hollow have been hiding down there forever. There were, Skyrim too. It seems that long ago the first clans established an empire beneath the surface. Even Verandas thought it was only a legend. But we're finding more and more proof every time we enter a new cavern down in Blackreach. That strange dark magic that's drifting around the Library of Arksan, Verandas calls it void energy. He's been studying it, trying to find its source. That's what led him to Night Hollow Keep. Well, you know those shades. Verandas says they're souls that got caught in the currents. It twisted them into hungry, hateful shadow.
Here come... Well, there is... For I created...
Bakruti welcomes you. Are you interested in excitement and valuable reward? An excellent selection. Bakruti can see a lucky. May luck follow you. Bakruti is pleased to see you. Most crates contain 4 rewards, but sometimes you will get a special 5th reward. Farewell, my good friend.
Perfect timing, my friend. I think the Dark Heart is close by. The pockets of energy we discovered in the library of Arkzan, they're even stronger here. The void energy permeates that ancient keep. I suspect the Dark Heart hides somewhere inside, and I fear that it's growing stronger. Interesting. The Dark Heart hasn't fully awakened, but I did feel it stir. We need to find the Dark Heart, whatever it is, and prevent Rada and Belain from using it. I thought it was a dwarven artifact, but then why was I drawn to Night Hollow Keep? Very little, I'm afraid. The whole idea of a kingdom of ancient vampire clans hiding in the depths of Blackreach, well, I thought it was nothing more than a legend. Let's explore the keep and see what we can learn while we try to find the Dark Heart. Let's you and I split up and search the keep while Gwendis returns to Markarth. We know Lady Belaine has something in mind for the city, and one of us should be close at hand. Inside, look for personal items. I can use them to glean information. One of my talents involves auramancy magic. Certain inanimate objects, especially items that hold significant personal value, can become imbued with the auras of those who possess them. Sometimes I can read vague impressions, sometimes more. Important events and powerful emotions leave a mark on their surroundings. Auramancy deals with evoking memories from the auras left behind on objects. It's an arcane art that I have perfected over the centuries. It often helps me in my work. Auramancy is a useful tool for unraveling the history of ancient places. Clearly, this keep was once great. Now it's forgotten. Yet a power our enemies covet stirs within. I think the story of this place is the story of the Dark Heart. I don't see how. Rada al-Saran was a Yakutan swordmaster before he came to Tamriel. His vampirism is a result of a meeting with Molag Bal. At least that's how I understand it. Lady Belaine, however, her origins are unknown to me. A good question. We know that Rodder promises freedom to the Grey Host. He spent centuries bringing the various elements of his plan together. How the Night Hollow fit in, I can't say. At least not yet. Hopefully the answers await us in the keep. Now, Gwendis, you know I never ask anything without good reason. Markarth is in danger.
Fine, but when the real action starts, I won't sit on the side and let you deal with all the danger.
There you are. See if you can find a personal object within this ancient study. Did you find something? Bring it here. What did you find? My auramancy works best on a personal possession, something with an emotional aura, or even an arcane residue. Let me see. I pity the stone is damaged, but it still retains a trace of magical aura. There are different ways to evoke echoes of the past. Objects that people wore or carried tend to collect and hold strong impressions. No, but it appears to be a pin or an emblem of some kind. The owner would have worn it on their clothing, close to their body.
A gift from me, my love.
I have chosen. Tonight, you and Rain will drink from the Dark Heart.
I have longed for this moment, my lady.
Soon, you will be a lord of the Night Hollow clan. One of my chosen.
So Lady Belain did belong to the Night Hollow clan. I sensed that Lady Belain was ancient, but the vision confirms she was not only part of the Night Hollow clan, she was their leader. The Dark Heart gets more interesting at every turn. How did they drink from it? For that matter, what did they drink? Yes, but we need more information. I can deduce that the Dark Heart is some sort of power source. That much is obvious. And it's tied to the void energy we encountered. Plus, the currents got stronger when Arana's sister sacrificed her clanmates. Yes, I noticed that too. Whether due to the long centuries of isolation or something more sinister, they are shadows of their former selves. Take the insignia with you and keep exploring. I cast Auramancy upon the insignia. The lingering magic may reveal additional scenes from the past as you explore these halls. Phantasms, really. Harmless. And keep watch for more void portals. As at Arctazan, they may help you navigate this place.
Sound is faint, Constantine. The Dark Heart steals. The Dark Heart will reward you for giving your soul. Death cannot slay the Night Hollow.
Have you found something I can cast my Auramancy upon? My explorations have turned up. Exactly what... Badge of rank. Let's see what we can learn with a little more Auramancy.
We broke through. The way to the Dark Heart is open.
Something is wrong. Damn dwarves. They depleted its energy. Seal the dark halls. Until the heart recovers, only those who bear the sign of the inner circle may partake of its gifts.
I think I understand what happened to the Night Hollow clan. I suspect Lady Belaine is the survivor of a long decline. While the rest of her clan slid into madness, she alone remained to carry on their legacy. Such a bitter pill. For that memory comes from a later time. The Lord spoke of opening a way to the Dark Heart, which implies the Night Hollow lost access to it at some point. But what are these dark halls Lady Belaine spoke of? Where can we find them? Perhaps. And maybe we have the key. Lady Belaine said that only those who bear the sign of the inner circle can utilize the heart. That must refer to the insignias you found. Let's look for these dark halls. More than likely, the dark halls lie below us somewhere. See if you can find a way down while I attempt to trace the currents of void energy that radiate throughout this ruin. One of us should find a way through. The best answer may be none of them. I suspect the Dark Heart may have been here before all of them. More than likely, they found it and made use of it. Across the ages, different people may have been drawn to its power. We may never know for sure. Perhaps. It's curious, isn't it? I wonder if the Dark Heart has a purpose of its own. I think this is the entrance to the Dark Halls. As you can see, powerful magic wards the door. Perhaps I can draw a memory from it.
A dormant Dark Heart is of little use to us, Belaine.
It can be awakened, but I need to get the help of the Reach Witches.
Patience, Belaine. Not until I restore...
Else matters.
It seems Rodda came here a long time ago. This is the most recent memory, but it's still centuries old. Did you see? Rodda and Belaine made some sort of deal centuries ago, and now the conditions of that deal have almost been fulfilled. We can't let them fully awaken the Dark Heart. I've been thinking about what you told me. I believe the Ghost Song ritual primed the Dark Heart, opening a path between this world and the Void. The Void energy is stronger here, but it lacks direction. I fear they require greater sacrifice. Something as powerful as the Dark Heart that's been asleep for millennia may stir from the taste of a few souls, but I suspect it needs a banquet to awaken fully. Perhaps, if we hurry, it won't come to that. Because Rodda had not yet raised a new army, and he had other preparations to make, no doubt. Centuries don't matter much to immortal vampires. Now hold up the intact insignia. Let's see if we're right and it grants us access to the Dark Halls. A tunnel? The Night Hollow left the Dark Heart where they found it, instead of bringing it to their keep. Strange. Hold. Someone left these belongings here. They may have a story to tell. A well-made weapon, placed with care. Let me try my auramancy.
Blaine, we're dying. There's nothing you can do.
I refuse to accept that, Idrisen. But one of us must remain strong to save the others. I will take the remaining energy from the Dark Heart. It will sustain me until I determine how to make it beat again.
No, Blaine. You know blood no longer sustains us. If you take the last of the Heart's energy, the rest of us will starve.
How horrible. The Dark Heart gave the Night Hollow unbelievable power, but they were dependent on it. They lost the ability to draw sustenance from blood. As the Dark Heart slowed and fell into slumber, they became... It appears that Lady Belaine took the last of the void energy for herself, enough to saturate her and keep her strong through all these long centuries, while the clan around her starved and turned feral. Apparently not. Feeding on void energy changed them. They lost the ability to take nourishment from the blood of mortals. I suspect Lady Belaine believes that her clan will recover once the Dark Heart begins to beat again. And she's probably correct. Feel the void energy. That's the Dark Heart.
The Dark Heart must be fed. I will see to Markov.
Rather no. You must not awaken the Dark Heart.
I stopped heeding your advice a long, long time ago, Verandis.
Idrisen, slay these meddlers!
Deal with Lady Belaine's minions. I'll try to stop one.
And saving my friend. Power! I'll understand. Lady Belaine, I failed you.
The Dark Heart awakens. I can't stop it.
Feed, you heart of darkness. Feed on the souls of Markar, and soon my brethren will be free.
Those souls. The people of Markarth. Brother, what have you done? The Dark Heart. A piece of the primal void trapped in our world. No wonder it warps the very weave of existence all around it. Look up. We're directly beneath the library of Arkzand. The Dark Heart, it powers the orrery. But to what end? The Dark Heart feeds on death. You saw that when the Ghost Song clan was sacrificed. Only he's offering the heart a much larger feast. All the Reach folk in Markarth. He sent Lady Belaine there to finish what has undoubtedly already begun. Correct. As part of Lady Belaine's peace with the Grey Host. Just another horrible deception. Let's get out of this place. That lift over there should take us to the library grounds. Hurry. Look at the dome. Markarth's souls are being drawn inside. I now understand the what of our enemy's plan, if not the why of it. Rodda had centuries to set this in motion, yet I don't see how the orrery can free the Grey Host. As for Lady Belaine, the Dark Heart beats again. Her Night Hollow are reborn. No, not yet. Our enemy has gained a momentary success, but now we know the extent of their plans. Knowledge is a powerful weapon, my friend. This isn't a... Our enemy advances on two fronts, my friend, and we must match them move for move. Radha al-Saran has activated the orrery, while Lady Belaine has gone to Markarth. The attack on Markarth has begun, but we can still save the city if we hurry. Go. Warn Ard Kadak. Tell him to defend his people. Every life saved is one less soul for the Dark Heart. I will deal with Radha. After you warn Kadak, find Lady Belaine, defeat her, and the Reach folk will stand a better chance against the assaulting army. And if you can end the massacre, that will stop the flow of energy into the Dark Heart. Now go! I'll find a way to deal with Radha. Lady Belaine and the Grey Host, I leave in your hands. Stop them from feeding the Dark Heart, and it should fall dormant again. With any luck, that will put an end to whatever Radha plans to do. They both seek to awaken the Dark Heart, so they can use the void energy it releases for their... No. Radha is my problem to deal with. I need you to save Markarth. Maybe if the deaths stop, I wish I could say for certain. We know the Dark Heart allows pockets of void energy to seep into our... Majority of Radha's troops here in the Reach, as we learned in Night Hollow Keep.
Over here! The Grey Host assault has begun! The Grey Host came out of nowhere, hit the city like a giant's hammer, vampires and werewolves, rending and killing anyone they could catch. The Ardsfolk thought they were safe in Markarth. Only fools put their trust in walls. Just like what Nathari did to my clan. The bastards. Arana brought us here to help, but it may be too late. They aren't only marching towards the gates, they're coming at us from beneath the city. Lady Boleyn unsealed the doors to Nichuan Zell and let the Grey Host into the city. We arrived just in time to fend off the first wave. Can't make any promises about the next. Go to Understone Keep. Tell Ard Kaddick and Arana what you... Stay sharp and keep alert on your way to Understone Keep. The Grey Host could attack again at any moment. The vampire noble, your friend Varandus. He convinced Arana that we had to help defend Markarth. We marched when Gwendis gave us the word. Besides, Arana and Kaddick are both of the Reach. Reach folk stick together against outsiders.
There you are. After all your talk, I was beginning to think you'd abandoned us. The Grey Host raided my city. Killed more of my people than I like, but we held them off. Barely. Now those bastards are gathering in Nichuan Zell for their next attack. Well, they certainly did a good job with their first attack. Lady Boleyn actually tried to kill me herself. Might have succeeded, if not for Arana. She drove off Boleyn, saved my sorry hide. As soon as I can assemble my troops, we'll strike back. Damn it, outsider! Ah. But your words ring true. All right. Defense only. For now. Arana had that look in her eyes, though. I think she plans to try to deal with Boleyn on her own. Now, if you have the mind, go to Nichuan. Watch your step in Nichuan Zell. From what we could tell, the Grey Host was gathering there for days before the attack. Even without the vampires and werewolves, there are old traps and metal monsters to contend with. A strong witch, in all her anger, is a force of nature. Arana blames Lady Boleyn for what happened to her old clan, and rightly so. Sounds like Boleyn got into poor Nathari's head. The old ways. Even I'm not fool enough to want them back. Well, she gave me good counsel. For a time. Even regarding the Grey Host. Sheltering in Markarth saved a lot of Reach folk lives. Until today, at least. Arana warned me, though. She didn't trust Boleyn from the start. Ha! My Gran would scare us with tales of the Night Lords who once ruled the Reach from the land below. Always thought she was just trying to frighten the children. Like most of the Vadishran legends. Awesome.
knew I sensed a friendly presence. Thank the spirits for leading. I wanted to finish this, but Belaine, she's too strong. And the Grey Host. I chased Lady Belaine into the depths, battled her to a standstill. Then she summoned the Grey Host. She fled while I fought them off, to the orrery. Listen, I sensed something else down below. A second keystone. Forget me. Get the second keystone. Don't let Belaine draw any more power from the Dark Heart. Don't linger, Harrier. All this death, it fuels the Dark Heart, making it stronger with every passing moment. Find that keystone, and stop. I already feel my strength returning. It's the Dark Heart. Like the ghost song witches of old, I feel its power stirring within me. I hear the whispering of Namira. The Spirit Queen is with me. No, not in and of itself. Like all of Namira's gifts, how we use it is where good and evil come in. It's Belaine who is twisting it to this vile purpose. Stop her. Go on. I'll gather my strength and then see where the Spirit Queen wants to lead me. Down the stairs, then look for the vaults. That's where I fought Lady Belaine.
It's a trap! Fight them off!
I'm as frustrated as you are, Gwendis. We don't have a keystone, and I haven't been able to discern another way to get inside. Try as I might, I haven't been able to penetrate the wards on the door into the orrery. The dwarven magic is too powerful. Without a keystone of our own, another keystone? It seems the spirits of the Reach smile favorably upon us after all. Would you say Lady Belaine escaped from Arana? Any idea where she may have gone? No one has entered or departed by these doors in all the time I've been here. It's clear that Rodda and Belaine know more about this old dwarven structure than we do, though. They must have another way to come in. By all means, if it works, we can finally confront Rodda and Lady Belaine. I can get through to Rodda. I must.
Rodda! Stop this! There is no stopping it now, Werewolves. A few more adjustments to this infernal machine, and all will be ready.
This won't save your brothers and sisters! I told you it's impossible!
Oh, but you're wrong. About so many things. Can't you feel it, Verandis? The tug of the dark heart on your cursed soul!
Leave him alone!
The Dark Heart? You're going to sever our souls from Bhaal?
You see, once I gather the Exarchs to my side, my ancient promise will be fulfilled. Belaine, spare Verandis and his cherished daughter. Dispose of the rest.
Come and gaze upon the hearts. Come and witness my true power.
You fools! The Dark Heart is mine to command. This is the place where your little rebellion ends!
The Spirit Queen led me here, Harrier. I'll help you defeat this abomination. Look how Belaine corrupts Namira's gift. I'll create void portals. Use them to reach those void mothers and destroy them. We can't defeat her. The fate of the Ridge depends on it. The void portals to reach the stage, Harrier. The portal, Harrier.
Interrupt my feeding? Power of the void is mine!
Void power. Use the portal. Lady Belaine. Is she dead? The Spirit Queen, Namira. She required a champion. She gave me the strength to press on, despite my wounds. Now, that strength is gone. She is the spirit of death and decay. Belaine defied natural death, as all vampires do. Using Namira's energy like that, it was an affront. I am happy to have done my part. Verondis needs your help. Go, Harrier. Use this place. I see it now. The Lord of the Grey Host.
Your timing is perfect. Get to the far platform and throw the switch. It will take all of us to stop this infernal machine. We did it, my friends. Tell me, what of Lady Belaine? If you hadn't arrived when you did, Wendis and I would not have been able to power down the orrery. Thank you. But tell me, what of Arana and Lady Belaine? I could feel them. It was like a battle in the darkness. So it was Belaine's death I felt in the darkness. Rodda was right. For some reason, the connection I have to the Dark Heart is strong. But there was something else. Another sensation. Where's Arana, my friend? Arana dead. That's another soul lost to the void. Between her and those that perished at Markarth, the Dark Heart ate well this day. I'd like you to return to Understone Keep. Tell Ardkadak that despite what we have lost, Markarth is safe.
You sure you'll be alright here by yourself, Verondis?
I shall return to Markarth shortly.
What am I saying? Of course you will. But if you're not back soon, I'll come and drag you to Markarth myself.
The grey host broke and scattered to the four winds, Harrier. You and Arana's doing, I suppose. You can tell me all about it.
We did as you said, Rover. We defended the city and kept our people safe. Then, all of a sudden, the Grey Host turned and fled. And I barely got to kill a dozen or so of the bastards myself. Do I have you to thank for this unexpected turn of events? Well, that explains everything. Someone will sort out the details and tell them to me later, eh? All that matters is the Grey Host called off their attack and departed as soon as they lost their leaders. But where's Arana? Arana promised to stop Lady Boleyn, no matter what. Trust a Reach Witch to make her own words come true. At least it was a good death, given in a noble cause. And Markarth, they scattered and fled. Good riddance. Between Arana's Wilders and my Stone Hands, we held them back. And when you cut off the head, they were done with this fight. There's some cleanup to be done in the wilderness, but nothing.
We stopped Lady Boleyn from gorging the Dark Heart with all the souls of Markarth, but we can't bring back the dead. Still, the Heart awakened but never reached full power. We turned back the Grey Host and killed Boleyn. That's a victory, my friend. The orrery remains charged with void energy, but the Dark Heart was never completely filled, and it already wanes. That means we denied Rada al-Siran a limitless source of power. Rada may have escaped for the moment, but we will find him. Any surviving Night Hollow clan members are bound to the Dark Heart. As it wanes, so will they. When you destroyed Lady Boleyn, you sealed the doom of her. Yes. Whether through the use of the orrery or some other means, Rada tied the void energy to the Grey Host. And due to my past affiliation, soon. For now, savor this victory. The courage of mortals, not some buried relic, is the true heart of the Reach.
We defeated evil today. An ancient darkness at the very heart of the Reach that threatened to destroy us all. These outsiders stood beside us and made our troubles, our enemies, their own. Let them hear our thanks. Look around you, people of the Reach. Markarth still stands. See your fellow Reach folk, and know we will always fight for our land and our ways.
Regis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
Friend, I need your help. There's no time. Take this. Keep its information. The Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Just don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
You there. What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you? Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you. Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep... Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you! I mean it! One step closer, and I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't dead. Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidic Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them. Take Brondle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Braun was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live. We're stuck between the death spot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Well, they'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor. Who knows? A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. You would feel the same.
Divine's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
What is it?
Another day, another infernal herald.
If you have any experience with jails or escapes, I could make use of it.
Please, I was once like you.
Yoren didn't mention he was sending you to Solitude. Not that I'm sorry to have you along. An extra blade is always welcome. As soon as Brondel He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact. We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how...
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome... The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out. Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince... Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep. Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since... Frankly, yes. You must convince my husband that a threat greater than Yoren exists. Further, this threat must direct... It's enough for me to believe your intentions are sincere. My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack to the east...
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondel? Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondel was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondel thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily. Brondel mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega, who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog, who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few...